today to do a review for Dreadlock HQ Dread Soap. It is one of their most popular products, and I will tell you why. This soap is made specifically for dreadlocks. It's one of two soaps that I know of, this one and Naughty Boy, which are so. I have not tried Naughty Boy, so I cannot compare it to it, but I have tried a few other soaps, so I'll let you know what I think. This soap, its claim to fame is that it is residue free, and I can tell you that it does feel extremely clean after you wash your hair with the soap. Like, I first used it before I did my dreadlocks, just on my regular hair to try to get my hair extra clean before I locked up, and I could just instantly tell a difference as I was rinsing it off, and whenever it had dried, it was just like all trying to knot up on itself as it like trying to lock up already before I tried to dread it. So that's why it's so good, is because it kind of accelerates the dreadlocking process at the beginning whenever your dreadies are new and there's still lots of loose space in there. It really does help, I think. There's a couple cons to the soap. One is that because it does get your hair so clean, it removes a lot of the oils from your scalp, and so it can lead you to having a dry scalp, and which leads to itchiness and dandruff, neither of which are fun. So I would recommend, when using the soap, to use diluted tea tree oil after you use it to recover the stuff on your scalp. It will feel a lot better. And the other kind of not bad thing about it, but it has this ingredient called sodium laurethane sulfate. I probably said that wrong, but SLS is kind of a controversial ingredient. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. So if it's something that you're trying to be aware of, or if you have an allergy to it, then be aware and don't use the soap. But if not, I think it's good for beginning dreadheads. I would recommend definitely for anyone to use the soap the day of doing your dreadlocks, or the day before, the last wash before you dread up. This is the soap to use. And then I would recommend using it for every time you wash for the first 3 to 6 months, depending on how long it takes for your hair to lock up. But basically it helps your dreadlocks lock up. And then if they aren't tight enough, you could keep using it. I use it occasionally, probably once a month, just because it's a very clarifying shampoo, and it kind of gets off any residue. Like if I go to the lake and I just feel kind of greasy, then I might use the soap, kind of thing. And the cool thing about this soap is that it's good for your body and your face too. It didn't cause my face to break out or anything, and I thought it was pretty good. So if you're going to go to a festival or camping for the weekend, something that you don't want to have to pack a lot of junk, take some of this. You could even put some in like a smaller bottle if you're traveling by plane. And another great thing is, it doesn't say this on the package or the website, but this stuff is hella concentrated. You can water it down. Like, you only need 1 part soap to 5 parts water probably. I tried to use it undiluted at first, and it's hard to get around because it's like a gel, so you end up using so much more than you really need to. Whenever I diluted it, it's like I could use 1/5 of what I thought I needed. And then the last thing that I would recommend about this soap is, whenever you order it, order 4 of them at a time and give one to a friend or something, because the shipping's pretty expensive and you don't have to pay shipping more than once, so order in bulk. I always give the dreads, stop! My boyfriend's trying to put the cat in front of the camera. But I always give a bottle of this soap to somebody who is just starting out their dreads. I did a small run of probably to half a dozen people's dreads, and I always recommend that they use this at the beginning, and I always ask that they use it before they come in to get locked up too. So, yes. Oh, and I'm going to quickly mention some of the other Dreadhead HQ products that I've used because I don't want to have to make a separate video just for that. This is by far the best product. I also use the Dreadlock Accelerator, which is pretty much just salt water. I would not waste my money on it again, just a spray bottle with salt water. And then I think the comb is really good too. Their comb is awesome. It's got a 1-inch teeth that are metal and it doesn't break, and it's got a little ruler on the side, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, they also have several tools like loose hair tool and like I think they have one for like the top part, but those are a waste of money. I got them and I got the loose hair one, and it's just, it was a waste. A crochet hook worked much better, but really you don't even need to do that kind of upkeep on dreadlocks after they're locked up. So I would say just the soap and the comb. The wax is crap too, don't use wax, but I'll make a whole nother video about that.